corner, gives it to Moeller, up on the right side. Coming back with it is Kumpel, up that center. In over the line now on that left side, gives it to Goulet, goes in on goal with the drive, deflected wide, the rebound rolls back in front of whistle in quite a while. McKenna right back into the Quebec. He's got Ramsey all in front of the net, but it's tipped away. Now the Nordiques, Ashton to the line. In over the line, Shaw breaks towards the net. The pass went through his skates. Shaw back to Ashton. Brent Ashton. Goal number 15 on the season, and the Nordiques have taken a 1-0 lead.
Well, it looked as if Cloutier was able to get a piece of this shot, see if we can pick it up from the corner. But you don't want to open the game up against the Quebec Nordiques, and that's what happened for a stretch of, 2.5 to 3 minutes. As you see Cloutier getting a piece of that shot, and the puck going into the net in behind him, and Brent Ashton gives the Quebec Nordiques, with his 15th goal of the season, a 1-0 lead.
Anderson gets it back to Cote, bumped into the boards by Foligno. Cote flipped it behind the Buffalo net. Sears, he clears it into the corner. Anderson trying to get to it. Foligno beat him to it. The pass to Sear. They could get a 2-on-1. Pumps Perreault in over the net, going right in and goal with the drive. He shoots, he scores! Gilbert Perreault. Goal number 497 of his career. 3 away from the coveted 500-goal plateau.
Now this is a good lead pass by Paul Sear to Perreault. But again, the left-handed shot shooting from the off wing. And you see Clint Malarchuk does not have the angle covered, and Perreault ties it at 1 here at the Colisée in Quebec. But
on the draw, Alberta backs up into the corner, sends it behind the net, gives it to Height. He lost it. Here's a chance now. Height had trouble with it. Oh, the save! Where is it? It's right in the goal crease, and Cloutier was sprawled. The puck then went right into his chest area. Tucker reaches into the corner, works it back to Housley. Back in off the boards. Andrechuk, he's got Lacombe in front. Malarchuk knocked it away at the last moment, but it's kept in now to Housley. There's the shot. Malarchuk to save, another save. And Moeller to Sear. Sear wrapped it back in, but it's blocked by Picard. Picard is just inside the line, can't get it out. Here's Rupp moving in with the slap down. A sliding save. Perreault, the pass. And Picard went in on the sliding save at the same time. Delorme has been injured on that shot. And with the score, Buffalo 1 Quebec, but Orlando beating him to the puck. Now Sealing at center, up to the Quebec line. He gives it to Ruff, back to Sealing. And Sealing it in. Where it's underneath. Malarchuk, the Nordiques almost scored on their own net.
Now that's right, and I think what happened ever since the Nordiques were penalized on that 2-minute penalty, the Sabres have really took over control here in the first period. They started very badly.
Now Playfair working at a loose puck. Here goes Shaw with the drive. He scores! David Shaw drills it in, and the Nordiques go into the lead 2-1. His 4th goal of the year, if he gets credit, but wasn't tipped.
Now watch Mike Ramsey, and I don't know whether this puck, no, it didn't hit him, I don't think, but I think Jack Cloutier, that really threw him off, and he seemed to lose the puck. You see him, he's sort of looking around, he didn't know where it was, and it just whistled by him.
After it on the boards, up to the line. Now the puck goes up. Well, the fans wanted a penalty there. Hunter was tripped up, but he sure made it evident, Jim. He took that good dive. Here comes Sealing up into the Quebec zone, breaking way in and goal. The backhand drive. Malarchuk makes the save. McKenna comes up with it. Here it comes back to Height. Height with a screen shot, tipped wide in behind the net. Sealing was caught in behind him. Now with the extra man, they have a 1-goal lead. Peter Stastny at center. He fires it in off the corner boards into the Buffalo zone. There's a drive. Oh, what a hard shot by Anderson. An excellent save by Jacques Cloutier. He goes right. Tucker with it. Gives it to Andrechuk to the Quebec line. There's the shot off the glass. Now Picard going in around the boards. Playfair pinching to keep it in for Buffalo. It's to the corner. Taken by Lacombe. Lost it. Up it comes for Goulet. Off the skate. There's Tucker with a quick shot. He scores! John Tucker spun around, let the quick drive go. Tucker gets goal number 20, and the Sabres have tied it.
Now, I give Larry Playfair a lot of credit on that one. You see Andrechuk, Playfair had pinched in to keep the puck in. Andrechuk picks up his position, and you see what happens in front of the net. That was just a good basic play inside the Quebec zone, and John Tucker just whipping that puck in between the legs of Malarchuk.
Big win for the Sabres over the Nordiques. The puck comes back into the Buffalo zone. Now Cote, here's Hunter. The save, Cloutier makes the save with Quebec a man short. Al McKenna up on that left side. Here's Andrechuk's pass over now to Housley. Going into the Quebec zone. Back to McKenna. Shooting. Malarchuk. He may have made the save. He scores! John Tucker. Malarchuk had made the initial save. Then Tucker raced in for the rebound. His second goal of the night. It's 3-2 Buffalo.
Well, this play, Sean McKenna gets a ton on this. And you see Malarchuk. That was a high rising shot that hit him in the left glove. And then Tucker just going towards that area, picks off the rebound and taps it up over top. And the Quebec goaltender, boy, that shot by McKenna really handcuffed by Malarchuk, and he simply could not recover. You see Rushmore trying desperately to...
Dumps it at the right point, now for Quebec. Peter Stastny, back to Picard, to Stastny. Into Sauvé, right to the jam, Goulet is stopped. It comes back, Stastny was tripped up. Into the Quebec zone. He feeds it through to Berta. The quick into the corner. Here's Shaw getting it back now for Hunter. Back to Shaw at the blue line. Into Stastny. Back to Shaw. There's the drive. Dropped down now. Lifts buckets in the goal crease. No goal. Hunter and Cloutier in the goal crease.
Well, I think we'll pick this up from the replay. Hunter tried to shovel that puck into the net with his hand.
Control the pass. He was too heavy. Sauvé ahead now to Greg Malone. Here he comes with Ashton. Up now into the Buffalo zone. Here's Ashton going in and goal. Cloutier the save. The rebound into the corner. Cleared by sealing it back into Quebec territory. And the Sabres are back at full strength.
You see the tremendous speed of Brent Ashton. Boy, you really have to step aside and give him some room. And then he takes advantage of it with that great speed.
Cleared back into the Buffalo zone. Housley clearing it. But here's Ashton moving in front of backhand drive. Loved by Cloutier. Weaver in now to the zone, trying to get in on goal. He was checked. Orlando gets it front. There's a chance for Hughes. Couldn't get to the puck to get a shot. Shaw with 52 seconds left in the period. Here comes Picard at center. The pass to Kumpel. Left it for Picard. Picard flipping it on through. Cloutier missed it. The Picard is down to the net. Right out in front. They can't get the drive. They're still late for the shot. Scores! Dale Hunter. Number 15 of the season with only 38 seconds left in the period. The Nordiques have tied it up.
Now, Pat Hughes is very upset with himself, and you'll see why, as Buffalo will have an opportunity to move it out right here with Hughes. He tried to get a little bit too fancy instead of just banging the puck off the boards into the neutral ice area, and the Nordiques end up putting it into the net. Here's Hughes. He's just checked from behind by Kumpel, and the shot up over the left shoulder of Cloutier. 3-3.
He sends it over to Goulet, the slap shot, and he dropped Verta to the ice. Verta gets back up, but he hurt him. Here's a pass now, the shot, oh, Goulet robbed by Cloutier. Michel Goulet, stopped by Jacques. Takes him away. Here now Stastny. Ashton with it again. Ashton with the pass in front. The drive, and it's knocked into the corner boards. Now back in behind the net is Peter Stastny. Taken to the boards by Berta. Perro trying to clear it. Berta tied up by Stastny. Lost it to Stastny. The shot! The save! Where is it? They all jam at it, but somehow Cloutier kept it out of the net. Jacques Cloutier gives it to Goulet. Back to Sauvé. Peter Stastny's in front. Sauvé still with it. Back down to Shaw. The shot blocked. It's tipped away to center. Racing after it. Perro. He has the speed. He's got a breakaway. Perro going in and goal! Kicked away by Ruff, but Shaw regains control. Knocks it back into the corner. Into the side of the net now to Cote. In front. Trying to get the shot. Loose puck in the goal crease. Here's Malone tied up by Ruff. Peter Stastny's in there as well. But Cloutier again. Nobody's there for Quebec. Andrechuk chops it to center ice. Picard for Shaw. Off a glove. Here's Andrechuk to the line. He's got Lacombe. They've got a 2-on-1. Lacombe going in and goal, but a great defensive play by Picard. Here's Ashton going back the other way. trying to get it on goal. The drive scores. Brent Ashton. Right after the Sabres had a great chance at the other end, but Picard with a beautiful defensive play, then bang.
Well, Ashton, great speed. He pulled away from Phil Housley, and he just has had some terrific games against the Buffalo Sabres since being acquired from the Minnesota North Stars. But Buffalo missing a 2-on-1 at one end of the rink. The play comes back the other way, and Brent Ashton makes it 4-3 with 3:36 remaining.